Well, aside from being biased and saying you have to go to Guinea, I will say this: there is no favorite country, right? They
Mm,
each offer something very unique. There is there is one uniform thing. I remember every time I go to Africa, there's this. I'm not sure whether it's a spirit or whether it's the energy. I think it's the energy, maybe the energy and the spirit. Every time I get off of that passenger ramp and I get on the soil, there's something transformative that happens in my cells. I literally feel safe, would be the word. I feel safe. I don't know what it is. And I think this happens to everybody because, here we're on pins and needles in the US. It's all about
yeah.
survival. You don't know when ICE is going to knock on your door. You don't know when, somebody's going to take something away from you. But you go home, and as soon as you breathe that air, there's a sense of safety. Spirits are telling you, don't worry, you are home. African Americans have I took my cousins to Senegal to see the slave house, and it's the same thing. There's an emotional relief that happens to you. Then there's all business opportunities, connections, the food, the music, the easiness of life. That all comes, and then the safety net. You cannot arrive in Africa in any country. Let me say this: in any country, and say you don't have a place to go to eat at 12 o'clock. If you're walking around the street and you happen to see somebody eating, he's going to invite you into his house, onto the floor, with a spoon or with your hand to eat the food that is being served in that family, in that house at that time. You tell me a country, outside of Africa where that happens. You can be in Paris, you can be, in New York, you look at somebody who's eating and he's covering his food. That is the difference. And I urge any African American, you know, or even African who's been here for a long time, go back home. Go back. Whatever home is for you, go back. It will be transformative.